Hello, my name is Aidan and welcome to another Golf Predictor video tutorial. In this video I shall be talking about how you can create your own Golf Predictor custom predictions. To do that, go to the predictions menu and click on the rankings custom option. If you do that, you'll be brought to the following page, which as usual I have preloaded on another tab. This page allows you to simply apply your own weightings to the various factors on Golf Predictor and therefore produce your own list of customized predictions. So for example, here you have the different sliders that go from 0 to 100 for the different weighting elements such as season form, last five form, course form, tournament form, similar tournament form, similar length course form, world ranking, weather form, and scoring average. If you do not know what any of these mean, or indeed these column headers in the data table below, then there is a key at the bottom of the page that you can consult. Okay, so the page defaults to the Golf Predictor rankings for the tournament. So we see this is for the 2015 British Open, or the Open Championship as they like to call it. And you see that Jordan Spieth is the favourite, followed by Dustin Johnson, Henrik Stenson and Bubba Watson. Okay, so that's what Golf Predictor believes will be the outcome based on the stats and the Golf Predictor algorithm. However, if you go up to the sliders and you decide that the last five form is the most important metric and you want to give that 100% weighting, just drag the slider up to 100% and press the rank button. Notice how the running total, it turns to green when it is equal to 100. If the total is less than 100, it turns to red, which means it's not at the right value. Or if it's more than 100, if you apply two sliders at the same time, then it goes red as well. So you will not be able to generate the customized predictions unless this total equals to 100 and the number is green. So again, we set the last 5 events form to 100 and press the rank button. So after a bit of processing, you see that Jordan Spieth is still a number 1. That's not a surprise since he won his last 2 events. And underneath, instead of Dustin Johnson, we now have Kevin Kisner, and so on down the line. So you see that the field has been ranked by your chosen weightings for the different metrics. And so, for example, those of you who remember the season just before the 2015 Open Championship, Kevin Kisner was on a hot run of form. Cabrera Bello was on a good run of form in Europe. Robert Streb was on a great run in America, as was Zach Johnson. So you see all the informed golfers have percolated to the top. So basically you can do this for any of the weightings that you so desire. You can experiment with the different values until you are happy with your decision. In each case you can analyze the outcome to see what golfers might be the best performers. Okay, some notes on this interesting and very handy page. One, you can only do this analysis on tournaments that have no results in but have predictions. So that means basically the current week's events. So for example, you will not be able to press the rank button next week or even tomorrow once the Open Championship results have been inputted. So this is to save processing power on the server. You can only do it for the current events, i.e. this week's events that have been predicted. The second thing to note is that you cannot duplicate the Golf Predictor algorithm by trying to adjust all these sliders until you get the same output as the Golf Predictor algorithm. It isn't possible, so don't waste your time trying. And the third thing I just mentioned about this page is that you must be a subscriber to be able to use it. So this really is a great feature for creating your own custom predictions, so I'd really suggest that you think about subscribing to Golf Predictor to be able to make the maximum use out of the site. Okay, so just before I go, I'll just mention that if you hover over any of the golfers' first names, you see there as usual, you see more information. In this case, you get some useful extra information on the amount of tournaments the golfer has played in this particular GP season, which in the case of Jordan Spieth is 17. You also see how many his tournaments he's been ranked on for his last 5 tournaments, because some golfers may have only played 2 tournaments in the season prior to any tournament, for example. You can also see how many times he's played on the same course on the European and US tours, which is 0 in the case of Jordan Spieth because he's very young, and so on down the line for same tournament, similar events, and same length courses and similar weather. So that's a very useful bit of extra information for each golfer that you can analyze by just hovering over his name. Okay, well that's about it for this tutorial. I hope you found it useful, and thanks for watching.